Hello and welcome to Food Neighbourhoods on Monocle Radio. I'm Monica Lillis, and once again we're taking you to the places locals love for their food and drink. This week we head to Portugal's Algarve and to Lagos, a busy summer tourist destination known for its golden beaches and limestone cliffs. Here, Angelica Jopson takes us for a walk through town in the quieter months for the best spots to enjoy the delicious simplicity of the local cuisine.
It's early. The winter sun is just starting to warm up the flecked black and white mosaics that line the streets of Lagos Old Town. Calçada Portuguesa, or simply calçada, small pieces of basalt and limestone, hand-laid and arranged in patterns, is an iconic element of Portuguese urban design. It became widespread after the rebuilding of Lisbon following the 1755 earthquake and tsunami that flattened the Portuguese capital and changed the trajectory of the country. The devastation reached all the way down to the southernmost tip of the Algarve coast and into North Africa, hitting Lagos itself with water said to reach the top of the city walls. Today, the main square, Praça Guilherme, features concentric circles of calçada. Elsewhere you'll see lines and squares and sharp-edged oblongs. Near the statue of Sun Gonçalo, patron saint of Lagos, who stands on the edge of the old town overlooking the ocean, you can see wave patterns paying homage to the town's 2,000-year-old maritime and fishing history. But it's not fish I'm after, not just yet. It's coffee and pastries. A 10-minute walk from our patron saint, and you'll find yourself outside of the fresh white walls of Padaria Central, which translates simply as Central Bakery. It's been family-run since 1926. At the entrance is a small machine. Press for a ticket, and then thrust your eyes up to the screen, and wait. Inside, you'll find 2 long counters filled with breads, empanadas, croquettes, as well as sweet pastries, cookies and cakes, and the object of my current desire. In any Portuguese neighbourhood, I feel it's vital to know where to find the best pastel de nata. The famous egg custard tart was created by Catholic monks in the 18th century. That ancient secret recipe remains under lock and key and is sold as pastéis de Belém from only one location of the same name near Lisbon. The tart has been recognized as one of the 7 wonders of Portuguese cuisine. Away from its spiritual home, it's called pastéis de nata, with bakers across the country and the world making their best guess at the first magical formulation, or giving it their own spin. In Lagos, this is by far the most delicious traditional version. Defined circles of crisp, buttery pastry encase a smooth, eggy custard, burnt black on the top. Here, they don't put cinnamon in their topping, but you can add your own, and you should. In Portugal, it's enjoyed any time of the day. It's not too sweet, and paired with an espresso makes a perfect breakfast, and a solid base before heading back out onto the streets and to our next spot. Lagos lives 2 lives. In the summer, it's one of the Algarve's most popular sun-soaked seaside towns that packs in visitors wanting to explore its beaches and enjoy the very lively nightlife. In winter, the pace slows down. The streets are calmer, and locals can be more easily separated from visitors for the fact that they are wrapped up warm in the mild temperatures, while tourists bare their hopeful knees in any winter sun they can find. One of the prettier sun traps in town is on the corner of Rua Marreiras Neto and Rua de Algerias. While Padaria Central does the best pastries, it's Alina's Beaker that does the best coffee. Alina's is a truly local cafe. The mustard yellow window shutters above the entrance and the red chairs in the street have the same bright welcome as Alina herself, who chats with ease to her customers. But there's another reason to stop here. She makes a memorable bifana. A simple but classic Portuguese sandwich, the bifana is made with pork. Its cousin, the equally iconic prego roll, is made with beef. The way bifanas are served changes in every region. In the north, you'll find pulled pork with a spicier sauce. In the south, it's pork cutlets, often with mustard. Alina's pork is marinated in white wine, garlic, and paprika. She piles it generously on a Portuguese roll, light and airy with a crisp crust to hold the juices, and baked with a generous sprinkling of flour on top. If you linger at Alina's through lunch, you'll notice locals slowly swapping their coffee cups for a small beer or a glass of wine. And it's wine that's next on the agenda. Douro, in the northeast, is perhaps Portugal's best-known wine-producing region and one of the oldest in the world. But the Algarve is also starting to make its mark. In Lagos, there's one spot in particular you'll want to check out to try a glass or two. Mar de Histórias is a multi-purpose space in what once was a 15th century church. It features an art gallery, a shop selling local produce, a restaurant, and a roof terrace with city and ocean views. Their wine list has a selection of whites, reds, and a couple of rosés from the region. The Algarve is best known for reds, and I'd recommend the single grape Paxa Negra Mole from a vineyard a 30-minute drive away. It's soft and light, and if you're a lover of tin sardines like I am, a Portuguese institution, then order a sharing board from the menu to accompany it. Before you leave, you'll no doubt be drawn to the wall of canned fish of all varieties in beautiful tins for sale. It's a colourful pick and mix that requires some restraint. There is a trade-off to enjoying the emptier streets of the winter season, as the roof terrace isn't always open, even when the restaurant is. Not all of Lagos's best food spots stay open in the quieter months. No neighbourhood guide would be complete without mentioning Casinha do Petisco, a tiny family-run dining room where you'll want to head for a lesson in what the stewy, soupy goodness of a proper, fragrant cataplana should taste like. The dish, made with pork, prawns and clams, is named after the pot it's cooked in, a double-sided spherical copper vessel from the Algarve region, itself resembling a clam. But luckily, in Lagos, fish is aplenty. Adega is in the busier and more touristy marina area, but still keeps an authentic offering and a local clientele. Think paper menus and robust house wines, simply ordered by colour and quantity. On offer for fish lovers, it's shrimps and prawns by the kilogram, grilled sardines, cod and sea bass, and daily selections laid out over ice that you can pick from. The sardines are best ordered in season between May and October when they're guaranteed to be fresh, but if you must, they'll still be grilled to perfection, salty and delicious. All the fish is very simply prepared, and the sea bass is particularly good. The scores on each side crisp up from the hot grill, and all it needs is a drizzle of lemon. To accompany, chips or boiled potatoes and salad. Adega and Lagos are about simple pleasures. For dessert, a walk back through town over the pretty calçada, past the historic buildings, and through the relatively muted bustle, as Lagos, with all its offerings, takes a breath in before the next summer season.
Food Neighbourhoods is a Monocle production from the team behind the menu. This episode was written and edited by Angelica Jopson. For more food and drink stories, tune into the menu every Friday at 2000 London time. I'm Monica Lillis, thanks for listening.